Hello and welcome to the morning show. My name's Jimmy. That song's called Don't Wake the Scarecrow. Scarecrow is kind of like a pimp at a whorehouse, I believe that song's about. And it's the morning show. And I'm pulling up Shea Station to see how Jolly uses this microphone. Because every time, and maybe it's not Jolly, but Maddie said that Jolly sits here when he does Shea Station. And every time I sit here, and sometimes when I sit in my seat, which Jolly also uses, the microphone's just ridiculous. Okay. So yes, he uses it different than me. How does he do it? Why does he do it? So he has it like this, which I don't like because it's in my eye line if I look that way.
Right.
But these bars are these bars in our office, you train them. So like I spent a lot of time training it to be like this, which is nice because I can just see my whole field. But look at this. So I'm just fighting with this microphone now. I don't like it. I'm out on it. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday, and it feels like a Monday because there's a holiday week. So I'm trying to do a million things at once today, which is tough. Tough to do at the office. I got breakdowns I want to do. I figured out a new way to record them, which is cool. I recorded it with the Black Magic, Maddie, while running with a dual. This is so stupid. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the morning show. We can take some calls or talk about some stuff. Maddie had himself a huge weekend. I went up to Boston to a wedding. Mine and Jake's buddy Evan's wedding. I was there. Jake was there. We had a lot of fun. We danced. And then Katie and I... Oh, shit. Katie and I spent the day home alone. Like, when we went home from the wedding, we were pretty hungover. We flew home the next day. And James, our son, was still with my parents. And the dogs were still at the kennel. Is that what it's called? So we had a nice afternoon alone, which was nice. But I hadn't seen James in forever. Finally got to see him. He's sick today. He's going to the doctor. I just texted Katie, reminder that we have to get the dogs today, which adds more to her plate. So that's a text I don't like doing. Devers is trending. Olivia Wilde is trending. Harry Styles, a lot of talk about him in the office. I don't know what they're talking about. Him and he spit on Chris Pine, maybe, allegedly. Do you know what happened there?
I'm unsure, but all I heard was that Jake is interested in the spit.
Styles, Prime. Let's see what we got. Trying to find a video. Spit. Video. Styles, spit. Video. Nothing. If this is such a big story, Pine, not Prime. Harry Styles appears to spit on Chris Pine at Don't Worry Darling premiere. So where's the video? Harry takes his seat. Okay. I feel like celebrity gossip isn't what it used to be, or I'm just old and don't care anymore. He's got a ridiculous collar. I mean, why would he spit on a guy who's sitting right next to him? Makes no sense. He's got a ridiculous collar on. Okay, I'm going slowly. He walks up. What a ridiculous collar. And I mean, I can't believe this is being talked about. I'm out. I don't care at all. That was nothing. I love a good, Zapruder film, let's take a look at what really happened here.
Mm-hmm.
That was nothing, and I'm mad about it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Shohei Ohtani. You gonna vote for him for MVP over Aaron Judge?
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm officially not.
So you're gonna vote for Judge?
Yeah.
I wish they made MVP voting easier.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the Cy Young? Who's the Cy Young go to?
In the AL?
No, like what the Cy Young award?
Cy Young Award. Who does that go to?
Yeah.
Best pitcher.
Who does the MVP go to?
Best hitter, normally.
Most valuable? Because Cy Young isn't most valuable pitcher.
No.
It's best pitcher.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, closers would win it
Yeah.
way more.
No, it's definitely not most
Like
valuable.
if Cy Young was most valuable, Mariano Rivera or any closer that had a perfect season would win it over a starting pitcher all the time.
Right.
Because they help you win way more percentage of games.
Right.
So, but baseball loves cloudiness.
Yeah.
That's how they have all their talks. What's Rookie of the Year? That's another one when we realized with Andujar and Ohtani, like, the best rookie? No, that's not what it is. It's the Rookie of the Year. Like, Ohtani was the most interesting Rookie of the Year in 2018, but I think Andujar had better offensive numbers, and Ohtani didn't have great pitching numbers, and he stopped pitching.
Right.
It wasn't which rookie was the best.
Yep.
So baseball is ridiculous. Just cloudy on purpose. I was trying to do a like day in the life video. Remember I was doing those for
Yes.
vlogs? So I have it. I had an early start to the day. I woke up at 4:20, which was nice. Because just a busy weekend. I've started to not like do things on Sundays and enjoy my Sunday night. Like after recording Talking Yanks, did the dishes, helped with laundry. Katie and I hung out, and I was in bed by like 9 because I was tired. I fell asleep, and then I woke up early. I like that more. But
I did see you woke up early. I thought I woke up early.
yeah, were you upset I beat you in? You were in here really early today.
I mean, I wasn't upset.
Maybe you were upset. Yeah, I like starting the week really early. I like taking the train before the it's packed, and driving to the train station before it's packed.
Yep.
And sitting on the train, and then the walk when you go to Penn Station, like off the train and then out of Penn Station. I mean, if I take the 6:20 train even, or the 7:05, those are the other options during that I take in the middle of the week. It's kind of like shitty commute because you're just one of the herd.
Smushed.
So I like doing it before the crowd. You just got to get up early. But the more I've set up an impossible schedule for myself the last couple of years, and I'm like learning how ridiculous it was and how it's hard to get out of it now.
Yep.
Because if I don't want to work on Saturdays at all, which is like what I have told Katie and myself, like, no, nothing on Saturday unless Katie's napping, James napping, and my hobby is still video editing. So then I'll just do it. And then if I also only do Talking Yanks Sunday and don't want to do breakdown editing on Sunday, I'm fucked for the week.
Yeah.
Because if I come into the office, there's no breakdowns time to get done here at all. It's just one conversation to the next, to the next, to the next. So obviously, people know I haven't been on the Talking Baseball episodes, and we cancel other stuff. I'm just really trying to figure this out, and I don't know how. So it's tough. But I like having the weekends free. It just means that my Monday through Friday is anxiety and stress, and to have those days free means that Monday through Friday is literally 5 a.m. Well, I got on the train at 5:20, so I started editing at 5:20 till I go to sleep at midnight tonight. Like that's the Monday through Thursday, which stinks. I don't know how to get out of it. It's been tough.
Yeah.
And I have a disease, Maddie.
Yeah, I heard inklings about a disease.
Yeah, they think I have RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis, which adds up. My sister has it, and my brother has it, and all of my symptoms over the last year add up to it. But they haven't got my blood work done yet.
Right.
Which is, I had my blood work drawn 2 Fridays ago now. The 26th. So we're 1 week, 2, 3, 4, 12 days, which seems...
That's crazy long.
I know. So the doctor said I could text him. He gave me his cell phone number. And he was like, you can text me. Like, I'm the only doctor here. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And he said, like, if the blood work doesn't come back to you by Wednesday, like, just text me, let me know. I was like, all right. So I texted him Saturday, which I felt bad because it's a holiday weekend. But I figured if I didn't text him Saturday, I definitely wasn't going to on Sunday nor Monday. So I sent it, and they're still pending. We did a lot of testing. So who knows what I have. But it is funny. I've been like so tired. And that's why they thought Lyme's disease at one point. And everyone in my life is like, well, you got a baby and you work a lot of hours. And I'm like, well, I've always worked a lot of hours. And James isn't that much. I mean, for Katie, it's worse because she's with him all day.
Right.
I was like, I'm like really tired. My body is, not my brain. So it makes sense because chronic fatigue is like one of the main culprits of RA. So maybe that's what I have. That's the other thing. I've never... I usually can get stuff done at night. But like last night I was trying to edit this Gallo breakdown. I fell asleep while editing it. And that's like was the most jarring thing to me when I was like, I think something's wrong with me. Because I'm like excited to edit this. I'm editing it, doing it, and then I realize I'm asleep. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know when you're like doing this, when you're like drifting off?
Yeah.
Like I start doing that, but I didn't know I was tired.
Right.
Because I put James to bed to sit down. So anyway, I'm just bitching, I guess. Weird start to the morning show. Just my journal. This is just my diary.
Yeah.
Episode 1 of the Warehouse Games mini golf came out yesterday, Maddie. Did you watch it?
Did I watch it? Yes, I did.
Maddie's part of like quality control now and content strategy. So if he didn't watch it, one, it would be weird too. I know you watched it because I saw your comments.
I'm watching the next one today after Farm to Fame.
And it comes out Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the second one? So for anyone that doesn't know, we built a custom mini golf course in our warehouse. And the first episode is me and Jake playing it, testing it out, letting people see the holes so you can see all the holes. And then we have, I think, 25 or 26 employees. 26 or 28. Maddie's shoulder's hurting him.
No, this wire's all over me.
Oh,
look at this thing.
You're getting tortured. There you go. So episode 2 is, and it's Jake and I on the mic running around from like group to group, like what's going on and commentating, and it's really fun. It's fast paced, and then it goes to. I haven't seen episode 3 yet, the top 10.
Neither have I.
Nor the championship. So it becomes a pro-am where the top 2 from our office then are teamed up with Jake and I as the pros, and we alternate shots to see who wins the final prize.
Right.
But the holes are creative. I mean, we did this so long ago, and we had known about it for a while. That's always the weird thing about the games. It's like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, people haven't seen this before. The live chat, hole number 8, where it's an action hole.
Mm-hmm.
People were in the chat were like, "This is thrilling. Like this is wild."
It
I was
is
like,
funny.
I forgot that. Yeah, that's a totally new concept. No one's seen that before.
Like when we made that hole, I was like, "Yeah, this is cool."
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like, "Yeah, that's hole 8."
Yeah. Yes. So it's cool to see that. Someone said change the 0.5. There's a 0.5 par 0.5. People are going to be annoyed by that, which is fair because I was annoyed by it. It made the math so hard.
Oh yeah, math became impossible after seeing every scorecard had a 0.5 on it. I wish we did anything but. But that's hindsight 2020.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that's fun. I mean, that's a fun course. I hope people enjoy it. I think the next couple are good, but I then people in the comments were excited to see like Trav and Rose play, and I was like, "Did you see me in there?" I was like, "Hey, just to let you guys like just to get ahead of that." No, it's like The Office.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people you know, Joe's, Nikki Cass,
Right.
BBD. You played. Kevin has the funniest line of the whole second episode. Have you seen that yet?
We watched it on Wordle Day, hence why I'm watching it today. Because
Yeah.
I went in and I could only see like 5 minutes of it and then I had to leave. So no. Long story short.
Well, I think Kev has the best line. Ref Kev. Good for that. Pickleball next. A lot of pickleball talk today in the office so far. So maybe. A lot of people saying risky logo. Is it like really like the Masters, or saying the Masters is going to come off after us?
Oh, the logo in the actual warehouse was Mastery. But the logo that we actually used in the end was not. But yeah, inside the warehouse, yes.
Oh, on the
On the walls.
Oh, very Masteries.
Mm-hmm.
We just changed the flag to New Jersey and not North Carolina. The pin.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I have a lot of behind the scenes. I don't know what we're going to do. I filmed a ton of behind the scenes from this, of like making the holes and prepping them.
Right.
I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I just give them to someone so they can just chop these together.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. I know people are sick of hearing about this, but it was so hot in the warehouse during this. This and then Blitzball Battle 2, which we already filmed, that comes out in late October. And now there's going to be AC. Those are the last events at the warehouse. They're just so hot. I have a meeting tomorrow about... I know this is the podcast where I reveal secrets of the company and the planning, but this is so... I can't. So big just for another like warehouse event. Because it's almost like I can't promise it's going to happen yet. Once I can promise it's going to happen, I can start revealing more. But I'm very excited that we started planning. I took the whole we flew to Boston, so I was going to say the whole flight, but it was a 35-minute flight. I sat down and it said they said Katie got us separate seats. She was in row 2. I was in row 22, which I was in the second to last seat, and she actually might have been row 1. Rude.
Yeah.
She's like, she didn't realize until we were getting on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know that. It's like, okay. It was a 35-minute flight. So that was funny. All right. From takeoff to touchdown would be 35 minutes. We'll try to get you some level flight. Like, they never level out. So it's like seatbelt on the whole time. I wrote one email.
Took the whole time.
The whole time on my phone.
Yeah.
Formatting on your phone stinks.
Right.
Stinks. I also like the Google Sheet that we're sharing for the new format. I did a lot of formatting on my phone for that too, in the Uber ride. It just stinks. Because I bold it. This one's big. This one's small. Indent it. Bullet point. Gotta format it. The email I sent on the plane had an index.
An index?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, in this email, I talk about this. Because I worried that some of the people reading it were going to be searching for one specific category of creative and bypass the others when we can't get to that until we like hit the planning and getting the place and the crew and all that. And then we have a meeting today, Maddie, at 3:30
Yes, we do.
about the new format that I did last week. I don't really have a name for it. We called it Things You Missed That You Never Planned on Watching.
I think that we have to go, for our lingo, things you missed.
Well, we can just call it Fun Sport Friday now.
That's fine, too.
But that was, as far as behind the scenes, like company, like a success, which we're excited about because it's on the main channel. Tough to get views on the main channel if it's not a breakdown. Or breakdown-esque views. Like Weekly Dumb is on the main channel, and I think it averages 100K views. If that was on any other channel, I don't know if we'd be able to get it up to that high. So compared to the breakdowns, which average 800K across Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, or might average 1 million now, I think 800K. Like, it's not great, but compared to everything else we do, Weekly Dumb is really good. So, been searching for ways to put more on that channel. Whoa. I think I hovered over a thumbnail when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and I think I talked about it on here the week before, how I was just going to do it because I've been planning. I wanted to do something like that for a long time of just all the sports that no one actually watches, and but not ripping on them, kind of just like actually showcasing that they are cool.
Right.
Did well. 335,000 views on YouTube. I don't know what Facebook did. 54% viewed. That's good.
Yeah.
That is good, huh? It's better than typical, the engagement rate. So we're going to try and do more of those. And Maddie's now helping me. We have a meeting about that. I also want to do attack the postseason a little more. Like last year, I was on a lot of live streams, and then James was born, so I was out. But this year, I don't think I'm going to be on a lot of Yankees live streams, absolutely, if they're in the playoffs. But if their Yankees aren't playing and it's another one, we have other employees now that we can do that because I'm going to try and crush breakdowns and maybe like recaps of this format. It is fun to do this, Maddie. Like we were slacking about with the weird sports and just finding interesting highlights from sports that no one else is watching. That's why I loved running socials on Talking Yanks back when I started because no one else was really doing it.
Right.
And I still like doing baseball because you can find like nitty gritty stuff. But like covering football, everyone's everyone's doing it. I love being like, check this out. Bet you didn't see this. It's more fun for me. So we were looking at football and water polo highlights and what was the other odd sport? Oh, the lacrosse. The PLL, which has viewers, but still not a ton. And some other stuff. But it's cool to look at, like, all right, what sports are being played this weekend? There's just always something weird going on.
Right.
I'm excited to make that. So they're going to come out on Fridays now. We're going to call it Fun Sport Friday. Which people liked back in the day.
Yeah, they really did.
The dead horse one, dead goat one, what was that game called?
Yeah, I don't remember what that game was called, but I mean, some of the most viewed breakdowns are those.
Yeah, because the shelf life is forever.
Right.
Yeah, and then sometimes some of the most viewed breakdowns are like the Chris Rock one. That was obviously a huge moment in like pop culture. But I remember we did this of like the top 20 breakdowns, how many of them were Fun Sport Friday or not baseball. And on Facebook, it's not MLB. It's like probably a lot higher percent aren't MLB videos. And for YouTube, I don't know now. We haven't done this in a while. But the percentage out of the top 20 that weren't MLB videos, when you compare that to the percentage of MLB versus non-MLB breakdowns I've done, it was like, oh shit. So they have more staying power. Like in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the top 7, we have 3 that aren't MLB videos.
Yes.
So that's kind of wild. Well, top 7,
4
8,
in
9,
the
10.
top
4
9.
out of the top 10 or 4 out of the top 9?
10, yeah, 10.
Yeah, 4 out of the top 10 most watched breakdowns aren't MLB. You wouldn't guess that.
Including number 1.
Yeah,
everybody's favorite.
Number 1, 4, and 6. Why is this one, this wrestling one? Did we never?
I don't know why, but I mean, that's one of my favorite breakdowns.
The wrestling one?
Yeah.
I don't really remember it. I know that guy just throws his clothes because they're mad about a pin or something like that, right?
It's so funny. I think, like, I forget exactly what happens, but they, like, say one guy wins, and then they're like, no, other guy won, something like that.
Oh, he started celebrating before he won, and they said that he was avoiding. You need to you need to grapple. Like,
right.
You can't avoid contact. So then they like docked him. Huh. But yeah, and college football started, and the good thing about college football is they show the fans so much, like the people's faces. I just need more time because I want to do so many. That soccer one, the MLS, I have that pegged. I want to do that today, but we got a busy day today.
Full breakdown.
Yeah. Full breakdown. And then the other thing is, I was telling you.
That's only one camera angle, right? That's all we have of that?
I got the full game.
Yes, but I'm assuming they're not going to replay a guy kicking a ball at a fan.
I think they did. I don't have it on this computer.
Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know if we have, like, point of impact. But it's so funny how they're his own team.
Yeah.
I mean, for people that don't know, he was frustrated, so he just, like, kicked the ball. It kicked it right at the fans. He hit him in the head. And then he went to apologize because he, like, didn't mean to do that. Obviously, he's still bad. But the fans, like, don't accept his apology. It's so funny, man. Just throw the scarf at his head. I got to make that today. I got to find time. The one I just did is funny. It's really simple, but I had a lot of fun with it. This guy, what are you laughing at that video still?
Yeah.
I just recorded this. It's going to come out as soon as I get some time today. But the guy, the ball lands in between this woman's legs, and she's like squeezing it. Do you see this in the Red Sox and Twins game a while ago? She's like squeezing it between her legs. And then the guy puts his hand like around her legs one side and pushes the ball out of her grip of her legs and then grabs it on the other side and then has the ball. And she's like, what the fuck? Like... And I'm posing the question to the audience, like, what do you got here? Is this rude or legal? Because if I said if an MLB outfielder like catches the ball in his legs,
right,
that's a catch. That's possession.
Oh, yeah.
So I think she had possession of it, and this guy's a jerk.
I agree.
You haven't even seen it.
No.
You just swayed to my side.
If you have possession whatsoever, there was my dad and I used to go to Yankee games early, and we would just try to catch home run balls
for batting practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved that when I was a kid during batting practice.
And one time our bag was sitting on our seat, and Hideki put one in our bag, and there was a bunch of guys that ran over and were like, "Can't touch it. It's in the bag."
Really? They abided.
And my dad and I walked over and said, "Hey, thanks, guys. It's in our bag."
Wow.
Possession is possession.
So if you go to Yankee Stadium, like unzip your bag, and it might go in there. What if your bag was zipped
That's
up?
what we did after that. So it happened once, and we were like, all right, we're leaving the bags open now.
So
third person.
When it happened, it went in the bag or on top of?
It was a plastic bag.
Oh, Wow. Yeah, you can't steal something. This guy might have stole it
It's
out of the
stolen.
bag. Yeah. I used to go to batting practice. I got 7 balls at batting practice when I was a kid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had a hot run. But my grandpa's brother. So I never met my grandpa. He died right before I was born. But his brother ran concessions at Yankee Stadium. His company. They ran concessions at Yankee Stadium. So we sometimes had an in before the public. So I could watch the Yankees take BP, which you couldn't do.
Right.
It wasn't just me. There was other people that like had ways in to watch the Yankees take BP before like the public gates were open. But that's how the odds were better for me than
Much
to get
higher.
a ball.
Yeah.
I got Paul O'Neill's warm-up ball once in Chicago. That was cool. My dad got it handed to me.
Yeah.
I got maybe 2 myself.
Yeah. I didn't get many myself. It was mostly my dad and I would stand in a row. He'd be at one end, I'd be at the other. And if they come,
Yeah.
he'd usually catch them. But
Yeah, I remember one time we were on the right field wall and the ball came and it like hit to my right. It went over my hand and my dad was leaning on the railing and it rolled like up his arm. And I was thinking, no one's going to grab that off his arm. But I don't know. The
Now.
ball hawkers have changed the game because
completely.
they're acting like it's an adult thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Hampel got ripped apart last week. Did you see that?
Big time.
He posted it himself.
Yeah.
He's odd because he's the only one doing it, but he's like, you guys are ruining the fan experience. And it's like, no, dude, you are.
Yeah.
So I said that one time. If you're on the concourse, like if he's on the concourse where people walk back and forth, fair game. But in the playoffs last year, and I said this, he ran in front of someone. It was the front row of Fenway, and he was sitting
Devers.
He was sitting somewhere, and he ran all the way in front and grabbed it. But he's the only one. Like in the concourse, other people are going to be like pushing and shoving for it. But to run in front of people's seats,
right,
it's just weird. No one else is doing that. Like,
because
imagine you're sitting there at the seat you paid for, and a ball's coming right to you, and then a grown man just ran 15 feet to catch it in front of you. It's just like, what? Hey, dude, you're the only one doing this here.
Yeah, because row 1 has the extra space in the front. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where my brain is. Like, concourse, everyone's running, but when you didn't run in front of someone's seat, that stinks. He also was like, I give him the kids, and it's like, you know the difference between getting it as a kid versus being handed it as a kid?
And this is my always take was, I don't think kids really realize it in the moment. Like a lot of his viewers are kids, but to know that like 5 years down the line to tell your friends, I caught a batting practice ball compared to, oh yeah, I was handed it. That's a completely different story.
Yes. Well, and a lot of his fans are kids because he's doing a kid activity.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any adult ball hawking fans out there, and because that'd be odd.
Yeah.
I guess there's adult autograph seekers. It's that collection of people
With the binders.
Those guys stink. You go to spring training, those guys stink. Man, just stink. Vibe ruiners.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, it's like when the 18-year-olds, the seniors hanging out with the freshmen. Freshmen think he's cool because he's hanging out with the freshmen. The rest of the seniors are like, that guy's weird. And they're like, well, no one likes him in his class, so that's why he hangs out with us, because he's cool. And then you become a senior and you picture yourself hanging out with only freshmen, and you're like, ugh,
Yeah.
something was up.
Yeah.
It's kind of that vibe. So, like,
Right.
yeah. Whatever. Enjoy the balls. He does get, like, people are really mean to Hampel.
Yeah.
To a point that's not fair. Like, I know I don't really I'm not an enthusiast of what he does. I don't like it. If he does it on the concourse, that's fine. But we've been at games where he was around us. People are like really mean to him. They cross the line more than he crosses the line.
Right.
It was shitty. This drunk guy was just screaming at him.
Yeah.
You hurt kids. This guy beats up kids. This guy beats up little kids. Fucking kid beater. And we were like, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
That stinks. Don't do that. Who cares about other? Oh my God, I just saw a video of a guy throwing a banana at another guy. Joe's retweeted it.
Joe's
McFly. Joe's McFly.
Oh, yeah. Right.
See, we got 1 billion views on the main channel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What's that even mean?
Oh, my God.
You looking at the banana video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about. You want to talk about Don't Wake the Scarecrow by Felice Brothers? Felice Brothers have a really sad song. You want me to bring down the vibe?
I mean, I'm always down for bringing down the vibe, I guess.
It's really sad.
Oh, boy.
Not Don't Wake the Scarecrow. It's called, I don't even think it's like a, something Jim. I probably talked about it. God damn you, Jim. Oh, man. Haunting song. I won't talk about it. It's too sad. It's too sad. Is there anyone that wants to chat?
Yeah, there's some people here. I'll invite somebody. I don't think we've ever spoken to Castros before.
Castro. No. You sure it's not Castro and you're pronouncing it wrong?
I'm 96% sure.
96. Okay.
They're invited. Still invited, though. Might be one of those. Oh, joined.
Castro.
What's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself? What's up, Maddie?
Maddie,
Hey,
how
man.
are you?
Doing good.
How was your weekend?
It was good. Just kind of hung out.
Nice. Got
Weird.
anything?
There's just like a weird echo.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You sound good on our end if you can power through it. What's going on?
All right, I took off my headphones, so let's see if that made it better.
How's it sound now?
Sounds good. All right, I took off my headphones, so let's see if that made it better.
Oh, now we have a giant echo. You traded the echo to our side.
I took off my headphones, so let's see if that made it better.
Oh, now we have a giant echo. You traded the echo to our side.
I took off my headphones, so let's see if that made it better.
That was we had to get out of the Castro call. Sorry, that was we were in a vortex of sound.
I've heard some of our other shows have said that that's happened, where it's just an endless echo, but we've never experienced it.
No. Do you think that would have echoed forever?
Because it started doing the same echo. Yeah. Castro, you can tweet your question at me if you have anything that you want us to talk about. At Maddie Mass.
I'm glad there was an echo because at first I thought Castro was just not going to really talk.
He sounded quiet for a while.
It was just like, hey. Like we were 13-year-olds, like dating.
Texting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sup?
Right.
Not much, you.
Yeah.
Same.
NMU.
NMU. No. What you doing later?
WYD. L.
L. Anything? Anyone else want to chat?
Yeah. Sarah Allen has been in here.
Our GeoGuessr came out yesterday. That
Oh
was
my
like amazing,
God.
Maddie.
That was our most impressive GeoGuessr performance we've posted.
The Calgary one,
All of them.
and we didn't get bots. It was very impressive. People should be impressed. I'm bummed it came out on a holiday weekend. I'm hope today the views
Right.
get a little better because it is a lot of people watch it.
We
At
could
work.
bump it on socials too.
I will say it is funny that the next episode we said let's make him a half hour of game time, so it's like a 40-minute video,
Yeah.
and then I won't spoil what happens, but it's definitely has to be over an hour video.
Yeah, it is. Sarah Allen's in here. I'm crossing my fingers we don't get echoed again.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are y'all?
We're doing well. How's the little guy and the family?
Good. We're good. We have one more month until our big appointment in Cincinnati. So one more month till we'll have some big updates.
All righty.
So,
Okay.
just hanging out till then.
Yeah. Is it hot as hell by you guys down there?
It's really humid, but today it's really not that bad. It's about 80 outside right now.
Oh, okay. See, I need it to stop
We-
being hot.
It's been really hot here, and then it finally cooled down, and we started thinking maybe fall was coming, and then it heated back up. But that's part of living in Alabama. That's
Yeah.
what we get.
I just checked, and we are not gonna have like a fall-ish September up here. It's gonna be, I think, 85 up. It says right now 85 up until September 15th, which I was like, oh dang.
That's
But-
not terrible, though. I mean, I take that. We get up in the hundreds a lot down here.
No way.
Terrible, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I take that. We get up in the hundreds a lot down here. Terrible, though. I mean,
Oh, now we're in an endless echo loop with you. Amp, what are you doing?
We're in an endless.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy. I wasted time catching up with Sarah.
That's Sarah. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you. That's not your fault that we had to hang up because there's just an
So now we know when you take a caller, question.
and then hang up because
Yeah.
we're just endlessly echoing. Damn. So what's going on in futsal?
Futsal, U19s. At first, I didn't realize it was the U19s.
Oh,
Every single one of those guys looks 30. They're all 18.
really?
Yeah, it's insane. I don't want to spoil Fun Sport Friday, but Ukraine had a heck of a second half against Croatia.
I was dabbling because I was putting it on every now and then, and that game was good. There was another game where I saw an empty netter go in, and it was sad.
Yeah, Spain won 9-0, so I imagine there was a lot of empty nets there.
It was 4-0, and the fourth goal was an empty netter in the second half. ESPN Plus is wild. You can watch anything.
Watching the futsal just to record it, I was like, I want to follow. Like, I need to know who wins this thing.
That's what happens to me. I just put them on. Like sometimes I'll go to Willow. I do three things when I wake up early in the morning with James because I can't like pay attention to a show. I'll go to the cable and I can go menu sports guide, and then see what sports are on. And sometimes on cable I'll find, like one time I was watching the Australian Rugby League or cricket, or like Willow has cricket, or I'll just go to ESPN Plus and they usually have games on. And that's how I was watching the Indian kabaddi tag over the off season. Like right now, India versus Sri Lanka, cricket's on in the Asia Cup. FIBA, you watching FIBA, the group phase?
Yep, I've watched Estonia and Ukraine, I think, played.
Now, are you just watching that to watch it
No,
You wa-
from,
for this?
yeah.
Okay. Cricket's nuts. There's always different leagues going on. It's just nonstop. and they're just like short through lines, like 2 month long. The final of, oh my God, bizarre hit by the batsman. Yeah, U.S. Open's on right now. Yeah, if you have ESPN Plus, some people have it and they don't even know they have it because it comes with Hulu or Disney. It's wild how much is on.
So both Castros and Sarah just reached out to me on Twitter because the echo. First, Castros said he wanted to ask about thoughts on Ultimate Frisbee Warehouse event. He doesn't know if the warehouse would be too small for it.
Yeah, it'd be way too small for Ultimate Frisbee. I don't really like Ultimate Frisbee that much, but we are doing something with Jomez Pro Disc Golf, which is I don't know if they're rivals, Ultimate Frisbee and Disc Golf, but it's, disc throwing. We're filming it at the end of September, and it's going to come out middle of October. But we got some disc golf players. They're going to come play blitzball against us in the warehouse, and then we're going to go to a course and play disc golf with them. That's going to be fun.
I love disc golf.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
After I got hired, I first DM'd, one of my first conversations with you was disc golf.
Yeah, because we went and played.
Yeah.
We're playing a course. I actually don't want to say it because I don't want people to annoy the disc golfers. But yeah, I like playing disc golf too. I haven't played in a while. But we could not play Ultimate Frisbee in the warehouse. It's way too small.
Yeah.
It's it's 70 by 60.
Yeah, potentially in a one-off event we could record for a different channel outside at some point.
Disc golf, yes. Ultimate Frisbee, no.
You're just out on Ultimate.
Yeah, that's not fun. If you're going to play a sport that's that, I would just do soccer or football.
Right.
Or hockey. You're on this side, you need to get to that side. Because people would just want to... Because that's the thing. In the warehouse, it's two things. It's one, is this fun to play? Is this fun to watch?
Right.
That's why pickleball is scary. Because pickleball is definitely fun to play, but sometimes it's not fun to watch. Well, singles is fun to watch. Doubles isn't that much.
I think if people were mic'd up and knowing, trash talk each other while playing, it has potential.
Yeah, that's true. I'd do pickleball. I'd do one-on-ones probably.
Yeah.
Not doubles. Although, Trevor said that Olivia, his wife, would be his teammate for Forgotten Rotten doubles pickleball, and that had me really interested.
That would be great.
Yeah, because she plays pickleball or tennis a lot.
Right.
That would be really fun. Ping pong that we did in Arizona, that wasn't the championship match is really good because they were playing really high level ping pong.
Yes.
Turns out medium level ping pong, not that good of a watch.
Yeah.
On playback, because I think we were into all those games when we were watching them live.
Oh yeah.
But it just slows down. You can't see and that's why pickleball is the same thing, because you can't see the spin or understand what's happening.
Right.
When you're not there.
Right.
So it just looks like you're dinking. Huge wicket by Sri Lanka. India now 157 for 6 with 11 balls to go.
Sarah Allen said she was going to talk about Watch and Baggage because she loves that show.
I love that show too. I think we've been on a heater. I think we've had a couple good episodes. Jake and I are having a ton of fun with it. We're doing binging sessions, so, hit the pen, watch a couple. I think we're good. We need to see. I don't know how many more we have left.
We just did it before Zach, Sam, and I had a convo. Watch and Baggage is set for a little bit.
It is?
Through the middle of October.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought we got way ahead.
Right.
Okay, so then I don't know if we'll be able to film it this week, another Geo God.
We're good for next week, and then we'll probably record again.
When do mine and Jake's first tier come out? Tomorrow? Or Wednesday?
I don't know. Well, those are the same thing. but I don't know.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Right.
Let's pull one out. Who's got to edit it? It's not that much to edit.
No. It's sitting with Dan, but I can just take it today.
Let's pull one out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see people's reaction because your reaction when you found out.
Tell people the concept.
We did tiers. So, I mean, this is a behind the scenes channel, right? We looked at the Jomboy Jake TV because now there's some shakeups coming with YouTube channels and we're finally building a home for like really fun videos. We have to make that announcement soon. I got to film that either today or tomorrow, Maddie. And the behind the scenes vlog is probably moving to a new channel. And without JJR going on, there's only 2 things going out on JJTV, which is a pretty successful channel that has an audience there. So Maddie, who's now, strategy king, said like we should do some more stuff. And what I did, which I liked, even though I'm not in we have people that run data, I still like getting in the mix there.
You're in the mix.
Yeah, I know, but I shouldn't be. It's a waste. It's not really shouldn't be my time, but I just like doing it.
But I could tell you like it if you're coming to me with stats.
Yeah. So what did I do? I looked at all the Jomboy Jake TV watching and plans, and or any video really, any video besides the JJR because those are live and much different. And then you had it if it had to have over 10,000 views, which is, we've had it's not 10,000 actually kind of low on that channel for these videos, but whatever. 10,000 views, a 10-minute average watch duration. So like people are watching it. People are watching a good chunk of it. And over 5% click rate, which that channel, the click rate's not great because it's just been like not organized. And the lives really, the 2-hour live shows fuck up all the data. So that left like 40 videos that were in that category of like, all right, there's this video, people clicked it because they're interested in the topic. Then they watched a good chunk of it because the content was good. And we found that watching baggage was like a lot of them. The GeoGod, like that's why we pivoted because the numbers to those 2 things are so high. But the other thing we found was that obviously that's a good title. Can we finish this 7th grade math problem? Can we solve this riddle? Those did really well. And ranking did really well, which is the internet formula. Like it's no surprises, but it's like, oh yeah, okay, well yeah, people like that stuff. So we did one of those tier lists, the S, A, B,
C, D, F, yeah.
Just regular grading, but an S at the top.
Yes.
It makes no sense. So Jake and I have to combine to make one. They're really fun and easy. People like them. Like they're so easy. And it's just Jake and I riffing off each other. But we did movie dogs from movies,
Live, not
animated. Yeah, not animated, like actual dogs. And we did 90s toys because that was the other thing that blew my mind. All the like watching commercials did really well. I was like, really? But people like nostalgia. So one should come out, but I can spoil it now.
There's 16 people in here, so.
Okay. Well, maybe people watching YouTube. No, Jake and I, we're small hall tier people. No, neither ranking finished with any in the S category. Which, when you first heard that, you were kind of guffawed, is what I would say your reaction was.
I've never watched a tier maker video where there was no S tier.
There was no this.
Just leave it blank.
No, this is the best. This is so funny, dude. I mean, I won't give away the ins and outs, but I was pushing hard on the 90s toys for something to be up there. We couldn't agree on it. It was tough.
It's a game of compromise.
Yes. We'll get one that we agree is we both agree is S tier. Some didn't even make the list. Some we
below
said
F.
Below F.
Right.
I was saying they got left back. They're still in 4th grade and we're doing 5th grade.
Right.
Like we're grading kids on 5th grade, and they didn't even make it there. Maybe 6th grade, and they're still in elementary school.
Right. They didn't make that cut.
Yeah. Which, if you're like making it and just posting the picture, you can't do that because people won't understand they didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
But in the way we did it, you can. So we should get one of those out tomorrow. Those were fun to make.
Okay. After this, I'll go check what they're looking like.
And then, yeah, like a lot of the JJR like drafts or lineups, they did pretty well, which made us realize like we can still do those, just not live. We fucked ourselves by going live on YouTube all the time because your just schedule is demanding it now. You know what I mean? You can't miss it. Like that was why Jomboy Radio was so hard. It was every Wednesday for 2 hours live, and that's hard. It's hard because you can't work around it when we want to do other stuff or new things, or you want to be able to try things. Like we got to a point where if we kept everything we were doing, we'd never be able to try anything new, which is kind of the learning of this year. Same with talking baseball.
I mean, also one thing that you've kind of spoken about is because those are 2-hour videos, now the YouTube algorithm gets more and more used to longer form videos on every channel doing well.
Yes. Yeah, that's all you can really post. Like we fucked up the Jomboy Jake TV channel by doing that. I don't know what time that channel likes. Like for the breakdown channel, if I post something that's over 7 minutes, it might do good in the moment, like the Angels brawl, but YouTube won't push it past that. They won't promote it because YouTube is like, hey, the best, length videos that people like on this channel are 5 minutes, so let's not promote one that's long. And then warehouse games, videos that are like under 30 minutes don't get promoted because the YouTube is like, the algorithm says people like videos on this channel that are 30 to 45 minutes long. So you get pigeonholed into a time slot, which is a bit of a bummer. Because that Angels brawl, maybe that did get good views. I don't know. The Angels brawl that I did, remember, it was like 15 minutes long.
Yeah. It makes you curious if that was shorter, would it have performed even better? It's just the content what brings that up.
I think in the moment, like the first, when you catch something that's that viral.
Right.
1.1. It's got 1.1 million views. But it got to 1 million in the first 4 days. So it's got 1,000 after that because the YouTube doesn't push it at all.
100,000, I think.
100,000, yeah. But still, it's...
But yeah, I mean, how many months for 100,000 after 1 million in 4 days?
2 months.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm doesn't promote it. Even though it had a 70% view duration.
Right.
Holy shit. At 15 minutes, at 55%. Average view duration, 69.5%.
It's very good.
18-minute video. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how YouTube works. It's so fickle. But it also makes sense. Like I'm not like mad at the algorithm. Like it makes so much sense. Why would we promote this when the most popular format is this? So we're going to be making a new channel soon that we can do a ton of fun stuff on. Like say Jake, like we were doing Beano stream, I was saying Jake should take the Beano board and go to the park in Manhattan where all the people play chess and then challenge strangers to Beano while everyone else is being challenged to chess and just do a little video of it. Like right now we have no channel where that could live.
Yeah.
So we're making a channel where that can live. And then I think Paxton's been filming blind taste tests with MLB players. We have 4 in the chamber, 3. The Marlins might be coming in next week, so we can film more then.
Yeah, we have. We've got that planned.
Nice. Yeah. So we should be announcing that soon.
When I held up the number 3 to you, have you ever been asked this? How you hold up the number 3?
Same way you did. Yeah. I can't do the American way. Yeah, I can't. like I'm straining my thumb.
Same. Well, I'm straining my pinky.
Yeah, one of them is being strained. It hurts.
Yeah.
It's very tight to hold it like that. But I'm excited because then we can do real fun shit. Like there's been talks of somehow we have to hire a production company or something doing our own dating show called Luggage,
Right.
where the premise would be you reveal bad things about yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I put this out of my brain, Maddie, because I like I said at the start of the show, there's a big thing that we're trying to do that I'm going to put a lot of my brain into. I have a meeting tomorrow about it.
I know about it.
Yeah. In November.
Uh-huh.
But so I put the dating show out of my brain because I do want to try and figure that out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking, how is there a way? Because this would be like our statement series on the new channel whenever it happens.
Right.
Like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. And you hire a company to like a casting company to like find the strangers, but then you got to develop the structure of the show. I don't want it to be episodal. I want it to be more like Take Me Out. I think I want it to be a combination of Take Me Out and Baggage.
Okay.
So there's like a crop at 5 and 5, and we have to figure out a structure where every episode a match is made based on the luggage reveal. And because I want it to have a through line. So I want you to not
Right.
have a finite ending until the 5th episode. So I haven't given it thought. If anyone has thoughts, let me know. But I'm gonna write down like what we want, like 5 episodes. You know, you have to. The final is the final, but there's benchmarks along the way that satisfy. I gotta pause. I put it on pause. I thought that's what I was gonna spend my plane ride doing, but instead I wrote that email that had its own itinerary. It's a good email. India scored 173 runs versus Sri Lanka. Guy did not make the catch at the end. They show the fans a lot in these other broadcasts. Hey, echo loop. We can't take any more calls.
We could bang one out.
Okay,
We
but
just have to tell them.
whoever's about to be accepted in, you have to, like I say what's going on, you have to ask your question or
Ahead of time.
or tell us like right away
Yes.
because we're going to get the echo loop.
Yes.
What time did we start?
We're just under an hour.
Okay. So one final topic or convo here.
Okay. I invited Brian was the person sitting in here.
Brian with a Y?
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are
No,
you?
it's an I.
Okay. I like that.
Two things. One, how would running bases go in the warehouse? And two, I'm Yankees fan and a fun butter knife, I think, is how is Clay Holmes versus his old division in the NL Central versus not? Because I think his big bluffs are like the Reds and the Pirates, I think. So I think it's just the NL Central it can't be.
All right.
That's
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
With an I. I'm going to look into that. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because I'm bringing up those numbers because that's interesting. Because he was bad for a
So
while.
don't face the, I was gonna say just don't face them versus the Brewers when they face them in September, and we're good the rest of the way.
Oh, I don't know if the Brewers are in, but I haven't. But yeah. Well, thanks. I'll look at this and then.
Well, I don't know.
The first question was running bases in the warehouse.
Yep.
We played our version of cricket plus blitzball combined, which is in a way running bases.
Uh-huh.
Actual running bases would be so boring to watch.
It would be tough.
I mean, you could do it, but like with adults, it's not that fun anyway.
I mean,
You would need obstacles and stuff. I love being a catcher in running bases when we play with little kids on the beach. Like when all my nephews.
we're talking running the bases, meaning the game with the person in the middle.
Whoa, you think he means like playing blitzball where we run the bases? Or he's thinking playing the game running bases. Some people call it pickle.
Yeah, I call it pickle. That's why I didn't realize what we were talking about.
Like running the bases. We did cricket. That answers our questions. We did it. It's coming out after mini golf.
Yes.
It's called Ball and Play League or Crits Ball, and we run back and forth. I know Major League Wiffle Ball, they play wiffle ball where they run the bases like first, second, and third. I blew my fucking mind when I saw that. Also,
I mean, in the warehouse, you can't run through first. You'd run into the wall. So
I mean, I just would never. That's the exact opposite reason why I played wiffle ball.
yeah.
So I'm out on that. Let's see. Clay Holmes versus.
Do that, and then Jazzy Penguin has been somebody sitting in this waiting room the whole show. So I want to get him in, and we'll wrap the show.
Okay, Jazzy Penguin.
But you do Holmes, and then we'll get him in.
I'm just looking at his splits versus opponent. And he's been awful in interleague. The Reds, the Royals, the Red Sox, the Cardinals, the Rays. No, I mean, he was just bad. I mean, his bad was just a whole stretch. I don't think it was particular to any team. But I did like that theory. Jazzy Penguin?
I invited Jazzy Penguin. Now, I believe Jazzy Penguin is the person that told us the fake news about the hot Texas thing. And you decided can't be true.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Jazz?
Hey, I had a question. Since you guys are branching out a lot and getting involved in a bunch of other sports, has there been any ideas or talks around maybe getting involved, like covering some KBO, NPB, especially with the World Baseball Classic coming up? And then I had a couple songs I wanted to share with you because we kind of overlap in some music taste. One is called Wildflowers by Loki Fetch, and the other one is I Said I Was Going and I Went by Joe Caplow.
Okay. Low-key what? Joe Caplow. I got that one. It was Low-key Fetch?
I think he said Fetch.
Yeah, okay.
He's still in the call, but Ant might have gotten.
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't know if it was echoing or not.
No, so far so good.
Low-key Fetch does not have a lot of downloads
No, yeah.
on Spotify.
They're both really low on the play listenings and stuff like that, but they're kind of music I figured you would like, so I wanted to get on
Nice.
with you.
Yeah. I mean, just skipping through just to get the general sense of the sound and voice. The Low-key Fetch one sounds cool. Awesome. I'm gonna let's see. How do I do this? I'll like it, and then I'll go into my like songs later on when I can listen. Low-key Fetch, and then Joe Caplow. I said I was going. This one's got more listens than the other one.
I got some echo on my end, but before I go, I just wanted to say I finished watching the Florida Ball series, and it was amazing. I appreciate everything you guys do. The warehouse content is really fun. So,
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to listen to both those artists because on just like general first vibe check, yes, they're slow, heavy vocals being like one of the key instruments in lyrics. It seems like I'm going to like them. What was, and thanks. We'll do the one other thing and then I'll go because I got to get back to it. What was his first question?
He's still here.
oh, the first question was with the WBC coming up, have you guys ever thought of branching out to do stuff with KBO or MPB coverage?
Yeah, so for leagues like that, it would have.
Farm to Fame covers them somewhat.
Yeah, but to like actually like
In depth?
like hire someone to cover them or like go and do it, like, there's still a business side to things where there would need to be an audience for it, unless some of the challenger leagues have worked with us to send us places or cover things here and there. Not a lot, but that's kind of the direction we'd be going. Because I don't know how you know, how much there is on a business side of covering the KBO, which, you know, if cricket became like my hobby where I'm just talking about it because I naturally am watching it, not getting paid to talk about it. But I'm not also going to, like, you know, the cricket places or putting out a podcast just about it or anything like that. So it would have to make sense. Like, I don't know how big those audiences really are that we could be paying someone to that be their gig. Still gotta,
Yeah.
the math has to work out, and like the hours we're putting in and the production we're putting in
Right.
versus how many people listen. But yeah, because podcasts are pretty tough. Pretty tough to get an audience on the podcast. All right. Well, Sri Lanka's going to come out, try to put up 174 against India. I don't think they're going to do it.
No way.
And I'm going to go to the bathroom and then get it back to the breakdown grind. And we're recording Talking Yanks at some point. So thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week on AMP. You can always listen live on your Alexa. You say, Alexa, can you play Morning by Jomboy on AMP? And then, boom, there I am. Goodbye. Farewell. I love you. Goodbye.